All right, we are gonna do configuration as part of this exercise. Hanji, first let's create a new project. For that, project mean we'll make everything that we make a part of this thing. Obviously, configurator does it in a different manner, but we will do what first we need to understand. Okay, I'm gonna make everything that I make as part of project, as starting with test. Okay, so this project we have made. After that, I'm gonna lock it. I just logged it. I'm gonna save it now. Now I'm going to create a business component. Basically, my goal is to get the contact data from contact table in the GUI. That is going to be my goal. I'm going to create a new application, fresh new application, fresh new stream, fresh new view, fresh new business component, fresh new applet. Table will be the same that is already there. Just everything I'm going to be creating fresh. Okay. I'm going to go to business component, create new record, make it a part of test project, call it test contact BC. I'm gonna try to save it. I'm able to save it, but that's not what I wanted to do. Let me just map it to the right table. S underscore. Actually, we should do it right here. Okay. I'm going to the table field in this place. You know, it's much better to just type. Okay. Step off. Then I'm gonna. So business component definition has been made. Business component is based on this table. That's what I just said now. Said. I'm gonna now add the fields to this business component. Create a new record. Title. And the column that I want it to be based upon is all the fields in the table are gonna, all the columns in the table are shown here. This table has been automatically filtered by the system. Per underscore title is the where title is stored. Okay, one more record. Actually, I know the names, but I want to do the proper way. Okay, last underscore name. I think it's FST. Yes, it came. Okay, so all three. So business component has been defined completely now. This business component is mapped to the S underscore contact table, and these three fields that I just created, these three fields are mapped to the three columns in table S underscore contacts. Those columns are FST underscore name, last underscore name, and per underscore title. Okay, this is what I just achieved. Now I'm gonna make this business component a part of a business object. Create a new record, test PO, make it a part of test project. You know what, I need to go back and just make sure that this project is also test project. Okay, that's not a problem. It was, go back to test PO, test project, then expand it, which I already did. Go to this one, click new here. List of business components is given. I have to choose my business component that I want to make. I want this business component to be part of it. So this business object has been defined. Okay, then I go to, I'm now, so my database layer is what I'm using, you know, is the vanilla one. Then I'm creating custom business component. I created custom business component, and I created a custom business object. Now I'm going to create a custom applet. Again, create new test applet, test project. This is gonna be, I'm gonna base this on test BC, right? Name of the applet is test applet. Title, title is the one that appears here, this one. So I'm gonna give it a test. Okay, just so that obviously typically they will name it just context. I'm just naming it test title context so that you can see how it looks like. Okay. Context, next button. Where is the next property? Do you see any next property? I've never used that actually. Okay, I'm gonna just save this applet by stepping off. So this applet has been saved. Look at the definition just to make sure that it looks okay. Yes. By the way, these are the ones which obviously control the properties of inserting, deleting, and all. It's very simple. It's like VB, basic VB. Okay. So after this, you can make it a part of web template in Siebel 7, but Siebel 6 is not web based, right? So no need to do that step. The steps are written here. I've never done it in 7, so I'll do that once with you guys now. Okay, now let's expand it. Add controls to it. Test title. Right? Caption. I don't know which one is gonna be what, but I'm gonna just make it. Field. Those 3 fields will be shown here along with the system fields that got automatically created. Making sense? They are always available. So we want it to be mapped to title. We did that. So now I'm gonna make these another one. Test last name. I'm not actually, caption is the one which will show on the GUI, right? Is it right? That's how it works, right? Right. So I'm gonna make it too. That's not a problem.
What is display format?
Oh, I don't know all this. We are not gonna go through all I don't know all these properties. This is gonna be making basic stuff. So you will, at max, you're gonna be doing mappings. That's it. You're not gonna be configuring. You just need to know what. Let's say you see something in GUI, you need to know what it is mapped to. If you have hands-on on tools, it will just be helpful. Actually, I could just show you this is how it is mapped, but I've already done it in one of my videos. So I just thought I'll take some time to do the configuration so that you get hands-on. You get hands-on. Okay. No. I cannot explain all this, buddy. So last name. Okay. So it has come. I got saved. Well, applet has been fully defined. This applet is based on the same business component which is based on the context table, right? So now we'll make this applet a part of a view. So let's go to views in the Object Explorer. This is called as Objects Explorer. Test view, test project. Alright, should come. Oh, test project. Because yeah. So test view, test project. Okay, it is saying the name should be test context view. I'll make it properly. Test context view. The business object that it should be based on. Remember, view is based on the business object. So test BO. This is the one. Select title is contacts. Let's see the title.
Yeah.
Do you see the title? Test contacts view title. Okay. Done. Now view has been made out of this thing. Make sense? Okay. So now I'm going to create a screen, make that view a part of that screen. I'm naming it test screen, making it a part of test project. Whew. Just a minute. I make search. I have to make that applet a part of this view. So let me just complete that step first. How to do that? Give me 1 second. View.
Don't you want to?
Give me 1 second, dude. Let me try all this. Yeah, found this. If you don't find this, then you're done. Right? Man, I used to be so good at doing this. Applet is a part of this view now, but where are the fields in that applet? Do you know those areas 0, 1, 2, 3,
Yeah.
4, 5, 6, 7? This is how they configure. I'm going to delete this. This is not the right way. I remember now. You are supposed to start the wizard. New object. Say
We have one disturb
view. Yeah. Okay. Yes. Now I remember. This is what I used to do. Test contacts view. Choose the business object. It should be based on test VO. Enter the title of this test title view contact, so that you can know where the properties came. Everything will be otherwise context. Click finish. Now you have everything. Now you will see those. Come on. Trust me, guys. If it doesn't work, then I can't do much. This is the only thing I know. Okay. Save it.
Next finished income.
Next finished income. Select applets. Yes, it should ask me for the app. It did ask me for the applet. Give me 1 second. What I'll do is again delete this view. So I'm going to again delete this view. Create record. Hide. Do new object. Do view. Click OK. See, it's finished, right? It should ask me which applet. It did now. Okay, I'm doing that, but it's not showing any fields here.
I think only one field it is.
This field? No, it used to have fields, proper fields, I remember. So for now, I'll just leave it like this, okay? If something doesn't come, we'll see. At least you will know the steps here, so this is about that. So I need to open the layout, close it, say yes. It got saved. Hoorah. Now we'll make that a part of the screen. I already started making this, so I'm going to pull the same one. Test screen, test project.
Probably we need to select from the properties, because web template is probably in the properties part of it. Right? After doing that, okay, it's a different step altogether.
Actually, that's for if Somewhere this should be available, right? That's fine. Let's move on. So in screen, I'm going to again go back to the same screen. So I'm there. What I will do is now, after creating the screen is not based on any of the business component or business logic layer stuff. So it is a purely GUI concept. Make a screen view, pull that same view that we made. Okay. So view I just chose, the menu text that you want to want to come in, you want this menu text will come in the menu. View bar text, this is the one which will come here on the view bar. Select here the left side. So screen has been created. Well, I don't know whether even view has been created properly, but we can do that. That's not a problem. Do something. Let's now make it a part of an application. Test application, test project. Uh-oh, is it a query that I've created?
Yes.
Again, test application, test project. Man, ये बड़ा important सा step है. मुझे because I don't know the importance of any of these, but then you have to do this. I just do that every time and it works. Generic web. No, it has to be, menu has to be generic web. Okay, it's generic. Container page, we have to specify. Give me 1 second.
Yes.
Container web page. No, there is a container page also. Container web page.
Login.
Okay, that is the page that we need to specify. Container web page. CC container page. This is the one. Error web page. We have to specify CC error web error page. Login web page. You have to specify CC login. I think this is related to, because this exercise that I have is for SQL 7. So these steps are for SQL 7, but I just do it. Log of acknowledgement web page, CC login page. You are supposed to choose this, so you do that. Make acknowledgement web view as test contact view, that the one that you created, right? Test view name. Expand application, select page tab. Where is the expand application? Do you see that?
No.
Okay. So expand application is this. Select page tab, create new record, test screen text contacts select screen. ये हो गया text screen menu item. These are the one I think it स्क्रीन के लिए. हाँ, एप्लीकेशन में इस स्क्रीन के लिए नाम क्या है? नहीं, वो सारी पहले स्क्रीन पिक की, ये वाली स्क्रीन का नाम ये रखना, ये कह रहा है आई थिंक. टेस्ट that appears in the screen for the name, screen menu item contacts. Okay, now we have to compile it. This is an important step. Let's note it down. Compile. First we have to save it. I saved it. Compile. Oh yes, I want to save everything. test view name. Let's see what it is now. I remember I used to see those records here, those fields here. That's what I remember. Maybe I've not defined the applet properly, have I? Yeah. I just put the controls there, right? Give me 1 second. I did something wrong. Okay. I did put the controls, but I didn't edit the layout. Did I? Wasn't it supposed to suggest me? It used to suggest me. Anyway. Yeah, these controls have been made a part of it, but they are not on that applet yet. That's what I know for sure. We have this thing proper. Actually, I used to create this thing using this wizard. Let me just try that first today. Test contents. I remember now. Test contents BC form applet. Yes, this is all. Next. Now. So this is how I want it to be. Yes, I remember now. Okay. Yes, I want all this standard. Next. No. Next.
Oh yeah, next step.
Yes. So this is the way this was the way see, the whole thing got created now. So this needs to be saved. Okay. So what was the name of that applet? Test star test context BC form applet. So I'm gonna make this thing part of that view. Okay. Remember I made that view. Okay. Okay. See, I do not know how to invoke that applets window. See, it won't show. Remember the test business objects should show here. Those tests, ये सबसे बड़ा इसका problem होता है, and many of my students face this problem. I'm also facing this problem. The only thing is I used to do it in a sequence. So I used to just tell them, you know what, if you ever screw up, you will never be able to find those applets that you created. Just create a new one. So this is what is happening with me now. I'm not sure how to get to that place, man. But this is where you enter the report's name and all that. What I'm going to do now? Edit layout. Okay, me. Done. I'm the luckiest person. Save it. Done. This view is already a part of that screen. That screen is already a part of that application. Now I simply need to compile it. Save changes, yes. This is good. I don't know why this error is coming, and I don't know how to troubleshoot it, but I hope that this won't make this view look bad. Right? This is the applet. Okay, I'm gonna try it. I didn't make any changes now, right? No, I don't want to save any changes. Done. So what's happening? I mean, has it not been saved? Those changes were made by me, right?
Yeah.
So I should not have any issue. I should be able to save it. So I don't know, this is the first time getting this error. So I'm gonna come out with my own creative way. You know what I mean? What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna let me just run it with this. If it doesn't work, then I'll do something. Okay? No, I'm not gonna save it. Okay? I'm going to go to some of the projects that I've unnecessarily logged before. I'm going to unlock them first. Become query. See, these are all locked. I'm going to unlock those. Save it. Now I'm going to simply compile it. No, I don't want to save anything. Just see, you notice that I'm saving it as client. See this thing. So I'm going to close the client. Compile. It's gonna load that. Okay, please notice these steps now. What I'm gonna do, right? This thing I'm gonna make a part of another CFG. I'm in the client bin, opening that CFG. Okay, we usually access pharma.cfg, right? I have the sales.cfg also. See, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna make a copy of this and save it. Here is a copy. I'm gonna name it test application. Now just a minute. Test application. Open it, and right here I'm gonna put this exact phrase here. Always copy and paste. You always, well, I've seen everybody makes errors. Okay, whatever you write here will be showing as the title. I'm gonna change that to I don't know what it means, but I know that's one. Okay, so I'm gonna just place save it. Okay, so I'm gonna just modify this application icon and name it this is just a local. It does not matter, you know, whatever you name it, but what I'm gonna do now matters a lot. This CFG has to be pointing to test application CFG. Apply, and now open this admin sample.
Login first.
No, it should be same because I meant see what
पासवर्ड पूरा नहीं देता
is right. Arey, huh? Right, you're right. Okay, I entered.
Enter invalid.
Okay. Okay, so this application we have made, this we have started. There is nothing else working. Tab should come now. That application was having these tabs, right? At least those should come. So this is the application, right, which we got started. This is the application which we got started. This application has a page tab that we made. It has a screen menu item that we made, right? Yes, I know. We have to do one more step. Yes, you have to do one more step. You did not register that view and made it a part of admin responsibility, right? So I'm gonna log off. Now. I'm gonna log in into Siebel Life Sciences because I know that they definitely have the access to that view. See, I don't know why I'm typing less. So I'm gonna go to that. First step is after compilation,
Application
view administration. You have to go to view administration. Where is the view administration? VSC application administration, views, and register that view. The view name has to be exactly what you had in that application. So I'm gonna go
Test
back.
contacts view.
I know that, but see, that's what this is my
Test view.
this is my request to you. Don't try to type it from, it's a, people say I don't know why it's not working, and then the only reason is simply because it did not just. This is my request to you to always copy paste. This thing always copy paste and copy from the tools itself. Okay, it has to be same as that. Okay, after you save it, you go to responsibility. Just create a new responsibility, test resp. July. Make that view a part of it. Test view. And you know what? Give it to Mr. S admin. Okay. Now I have the responsibility also. Now I should be able to log in. So I'm going to go to junk icons again. Try to log on to that. I have everything now. Well, let's see whether I have the view or not. I have the screen menu item. I have the screen menu tag for the view, right?
Yeah.
Everything. This is the view bar text. Text is the menu text. And there is no title of the this thing applet, right? Remember we had a title.
Yeah.
So,
Didn't come.
but you know what? We removed the title. Remember we made a new title applet.
Yeah.
Yeah. So this, it works. Everything works. Blah blah blah.
How did Charles Baxter come?
Because that's the first record, right? It's just showing the first record by default.
Okay.
We don't have the proper look and feel, right? We don't have the list applet, we don't have the form applet. If you create a list applet, put it on top, make this form applet down, then we will look okay because Charles Baxter will be on top, and so
What happens when you click new?
you can create a new record.
But by default it shows the Charles.
No, it's not.
That
The
is
first record is
perfectly-
showing.
Already that's
We did not make title as a LOV, so that's why it's not showing as an LOV. But anyway, to step up also, you just have to go to the same view. Yeah. Actually, you can query. Well, there is no way to query also. There is a way to query. Same. That got saved. So, very basic view we have made. But this is quite satisfactory.